this is one of my favorite times. Election season is when conversations are started.
Yes.
People are able to actually speak out and say something because
Yes.
it's the time when you can see change.
Yes.
What's your involvement? What are you doing?
Yes.
Tell me.
I will put it right on the record. I am 100% a Hillary supporter.
I mean, I really hope Hillary gets it, but I also, it's kind of incredible for just the Democrat side and two people that seemingly want some of the same things, how much of a divide there is between Bernie and Hillary supporters and what I've experienced. So what was your experience?
I'm really happy you asked me this question.
Okay.
And when I dug into the stats and looked up what Bernie has done, what Hillary has done, like, I literally did like a numerical analysis and it landed on Hillary, you know?
Where is that numerical analysis?
Right?
I would love to see that.
I will send it to you. It's basically...
Girl, that's so cool.
Yeah, I think it was just like adding up all of the things that I care about and then being like, who of these two do I like, who did it better? Mm-hmm. And you know, when it comes especially to women's health, a majority of bills that have been put on the table have been written by Hillary. Like, Bernie may have supported them, thank God, but in terms of actually writing the policy, putting it forth as a legislative option in the Senate, it's Hillary.
Yeah.
So I want a president who's going to do that.
Okay.
And in a moment we will talk about Hillary, Bernie, Trump specifically, but in general, this question of us receiving comments online and haterade is so important. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. It's so important for us to address on this like discussion, because you see, men and women will post stuff, but majority of the time, women do get a lot of flack when they post because we traditionally have always existed in the private sphere. It's actually only in the past 50 to 100 years how we see more women out in the front, speaking, doing whatever, being themselves. And so obviously anything that's different or threatens sort of like societal norms will always get pushed back. And people are very aggressive online because they can be, they're protected. And what happens with us as women, that stuff is so hurtful and so painful that it actually makes us stop posting, stop writing, stop thinking, stop expressing. And that's exactly what they want. And so in my mind, that kind of strength to know that by you continuing and ignoring those comments and persevering, you are actually literally breaking that glass ceiling for the next generation of women to experience at least 1 degree less of that, because you in your perseverance have normalized it. And so that is what gives me the strength. Because when I ran the marathon, I knew it had a purity in it. You know, it had a purity of intent. It was about myself. Ironically, it was about nobody else. That's why it was so baffling that so many people were so upset.
Yeah.
And I would say the hatred is actually very effective, because then all those who do resonate with you, who do understand, they see the problem.
Right.
For many people who saw my marathon headlines, like woman runs marathon on her period, sometimes the headlines were that ridiculous that it was like woman runs marathon on her period, and I was like, you guys are missing the main point, which is that I'm running it free bleeding on my period. So that was actually quite funny when some of like the male reporters just wrote, woman runs marathon on her period. Like, never heard of this before. But what? Right, exactly. Baffling. But when many people who saw that originally, who were kind of like us, just very open-minded, like, oh, free bleeding, that's not that big of a deal, whatever, it didn't occur to them that we still have such a problem until all the negativity came in.
Right.
And so that actually made those who understood my mission even stronger and even more interested in engaging in the conversation, such that I didn't even have to say that much.
Right.
And so with you and with what you're doing and shining light on so many women around the world and interviewing interesting people, like, that's your mission, your calling. Like, you're doing your passion project, and that's inspiring so many people. I mean, 100,000 people online who watch you every day, like, to go. No, it's true, to do their passion. And so for the people who hate on Hillary, all this kind of thing, like, I mean, we don't have that many better options, first of all, anyway. Like, Trump, no. And Bernie is great, everything he says, but he'll get steamrolled. So it's like...
I have a question. I don't know. I didn't really get to follow up on this, but we have a mutual friend. She had contacted me. Did Donald Trump say something about you?
He did. He was interviewed by Rush Limbaugh. And Rush is like, have you heard about this recent craze, Donald, about women free bleeding? And Donald, he just kind of ignored it because he knew that was the whole week when everyone was tweeting their periods at Donald Trump. I don't know if you heard about this, but basically after he insulted Megyn Kelly for being on her period, all these women would say like, oh, on my period and I still hate you, or off my period and I still hate you. Periods are not an insult, hashtag. You know, it was so brilliant. And so he sort of dodged the question when Rush addressed it. But Donald...
But the fact that you are doing things that are being brought up in the context of such a high-profile interview is means something.
Thank you. And the best, though, was Rosie O'Donnell. Rosie O'Donnell was interviewed, and the interviewer was very disgusted by my run. You know, she was an older woman. She's like, listen, I'm all for menstrual equity, but running, free bleeding, I mean, that's just a bit much. I wouldn't invite Kiran Gandhi to dinner. Okay, that's what she said. And so Rosie O'Donnell comes on the phone, and she got my back so hard. She's like, are those my good friends not like showing support for this young woman? I mean, what's going on here? I mean, this is a radical feminist woman who's saying, fuck you, I have my period and I'm still gonna run my marathon. And I was like, yes, Rosie, yes, mama, thank you. Like, it made me feel good. And that's also what you were saying, like, with getting our feelings hurt from stuff online. Sometimes it just takes one, like, mama guardian to just come through and be like, God bless you, go forward.
When I do a video and there are those handful of commenters that actually do write something, my amount of love for them is just, I feel the support. And I think that's something that I heard you talking about when you were speaking about mentors. When you have that safety net of support, you feel like you can take risks and you have a place to land where you're not going to fall flat on your face.
Well said.
Oh, I love you so much. I am so happy and honored that you came on my show.
Likewise.
This means so much to me. So thank you so much, everybody, for watching Casa de Cass. You have a YouTube channel as well, and it's amazing. So I'm going to put all the links below. Please hit thumbs up if you love this video and subscribe if you'd like to see more videos like this one. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye, everyone.